Hey everybody, welcome back for the first time, to Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, and some more to the title. It's a long title and I can't remember all of it. What is it? Final Fantasy Origin! I'm joined here today with my dear brother for the first time in the whole channel, David. David, say hi.
Hello everybody.
David's
Hi.
going to be playing, we're going to be playing online. And let's go ahead and get started. We can talk while the intro goes, because I think there's a pretty lengthy intro, right?
Yeah, there's a pretty decent opening cinematic.
Okay. Alright. Well then I'm going to hit the story button if you're ready.
Yeah, man, just give me a countdown.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. There's another button. What is casual mode?
Yeah,
Mode for those wanting, you'll be able to keep all your MP after falling in battle.
No,
Ooh.
I'm not going to do that.
I'll
do what
keep it
you
at
need
no. I think we're up for the challenge.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
we're up for the easy mode challenge. I don't think we need to go to kiddie mode like this is Spider-Man 1990s or whatever.
Alright. We're not playing Princess Peach Showtime anymore. We're going to be playing... Yeah, actually, on that note, let me go ahead and point out before we start that this game is rated M. So just throwing that out there, be aware of that before we get started. Alright, I'm going to hit no.
Lots of bloody crystals.
Yeah, there's bloody crystals. I'm kind of looking forward to the bloody crystals, if I'm completely honest.
It's a good effect.
Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. I'm so excited.
I have played a little bit of this already ahead of time. Just a few of the levels to get through and kind of get the feel for the game and how the combat works. It's been a minute since I did that, but the action
David, in his awesomeness, is going to actually be starting back as a new game. Jumping all the way back to the beginning, just so that he can go through this with us. Fresh from the start.
I wanted to be on equal footing, you know?
Which is pretty awesome. There's the M rating right there. Alright.
Yeah, there you go. That's not even crystals.
There's the bloody crystals. I warned you!
But they look cool.
So this is I've seen some gameplay, but this is my first time playing it. I've not seen the whole game, but I've seen like the first couple of worlds, and I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, man, all the worlds are based off of Final Fantasy locations from previous games, right?
Yes. Yes.
And they kind of tell you which one in like the text box that shows up in like the loading screen before the level comes in, which is always pretty fun to try to figure out which one it's going to be, you know?
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to, is that this game it's not a remake of the first Final Fantasy game, but it's kind of like a reimagining.
Yeah, like a reboot almost, for sure.
Yeah. Although, with the way that the game was received, to my knowledge, the way I understand it, is that it probably won't... this reboot probably won't turn into a whole series of rebooting.
Oh, no, definitely not. It's just definitely a one-off spin-off game. But from my understanding, the community around this game, it actually has a pretty decent community. Like, people who think that the story is camp and they love it. They don't take it seriously. And then the people who just play it because the action is Souls-like and they think it's really good with the job system.
Nice.
So, it didn't, it kind of got some poor reviews just because of some things we will see. The acting. But the rest of it apparently reviewed pretty well.
Nice. One of my favorite parts... Oh, should I be reading this? You guys can read this if you want.
I do not think
one of my favorite parts of the Final Fantasy series is just the jobs. Oh, I guess we'll hit proceed at the same time?
Oh, I've already hit proceed, my friend. You should.
Alright.
You go on ahead. We can't play this first part together anyway, so.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We have to be alone for the tutorial. Oh, speaking of being alone, let me go ahead and... Oh, they look so good. This game is so pretty. I can see the sweat. Speaking of being alone, is there a chance, like, is there the ability to... I'm gonna try to talk and learn at the same time.
It's tough,
I know that to my knowledge, Oh no, why is dodge? Oh no, dodge is the X button. That's weird. Oh, stop.
You got.
I'm completely dying. I know that when you play with friends, oh goodness. Oh, there's a guard button. I should be using that. I know that.
There's.
Oh, I'm dying.
It's a Souls-like game. I know you haven't done. You haven't really played any Souls games, and neither have I. So you have to get used to these controls and the way that it works.
Alright. I think I just died. I think I just died to the tutorial enemy.
You can't. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm stuck at 1 HP. Okay, good. Well then, I'm going for it.
It just lets you get I'm also at, like, no health. But you just gotta...
By all rights, I should be dead, but I look awesome. Why am I weak to his attacks? Every time he hits me, it says weak. Okay, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, I know that when you play with other players, like, you know, there's certain characters in it, and they take the form of one of the characters. But from the gameplay that I've seen, they didn't have any NPCs on their team. Like, the only characters that would appear are the ones that the players were occupying or controlling. Is there a way to still have all of the, like, main characters fighting and just have NPCs controlling the others?
I think you can bring in, like, I think you can have up to 3 people, and one of them can be an NPC, I think, in multiplayer mode. But if there's 2 people, like 2 human players, then I don't think you get all 4. I think you just get
3.
Why doesn't it feel like it?
So they nerf you because they know that they think that those characters, these people, are going to play better than the NPCs would.
There's too much to think that we will perform better than the NPCs.
Yes, meanwhile, I died probably 3 times over to that tutorial enemy.
You're about to get to the first scene, if you're in the cutscene following the tutorial.
Alright, I am now. Gameplay recording paused because you entered a blocked scene. I sure hope that didn't pause my OBS recording.
No, I think it's just if you're recording to your console.
Heard.
It has
This
a
is
copyrighted
this
song.
music and... Can I put this song on YouTube?
I mean, you can roll the dice, my friend, but I do not think it's gonna get past copyright.
Heard. You're probably right.
It's short. It's short.
Which is a shame, because this golden lighting on this beautiful man, this is a scene right here. I love this. What was the point?
And then
of
there's
that?
more. There's more tutorial.
So they set me up with that huge boss, and now they're gonna teach me how to fight. Now I don't feel quite so bad to having lost to that guy.
That's right.
All right.
Well, they were like, well, let's see. Now, I am not good enough to test this out for myself, but you have to wonder, if you get through the opening boss fight without taking any damage, will it just, like, skip this part? You know what I mean?
Ooh, I wonder. Alright, should I even learn this? Basic controls. Alright, what do we got going on here? Lock on. Did it? Ow. Took some damage, but I did it. R1. Okay, I'm going to set my controls to be the same as yours, so that we're able to kind of help each other.
Okay, I mean, I haven't changed my controls at all. It's just the default.
I changed it to type B for a second, but dude, this guy looks great. His huge sword. I love it.
Yeah, dude. He's got the Cloud Strife aesthetic going on with the sword.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, it was really a shame. It's a shame that Dissidia missed out on this character, because he would fit right in. He would be great.
He's in, I should say he was in Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, the mobile game. I played that game for an embarrassingly long amount of time. And he ended up in it. But not the official Dissidias, unlike PSP. Oh, I'm just wailing on this goblin. I forgot I'm supposed to do the thing it tells me to do to progress.
Ooh, so if you stagger them, you can just instantly defeat them?
Correct.
Oh, nice. Soul Burst will recover your MP and raise your max MP. Plus, it looks super flashy and awesome. I'm sold. Alright, Soul Shield. I guess I'll learn these things. I need to know them. Deplete your break
You do.
gauge
There's
and
a
not
lot
the
of
soul
tutorial pop-ups at the beginning, but it is important. You do have two kinds of guards. You have one that just
missed.
reduces damage, right? It reduces your damage,
Oh,
but you can
okay.
keep it up for as long as you want. And then you have the one that's on Circle, if you're playing on PlayStation, that will absorb all of the damage, but if you hold it, it rapidly depletes your break gauge, right? And if you get broken, you get stunned, and you have to wait for it to fill back up. But it will completely absorb the attack, and you can quickly get back on the offensive, right? So it's kind of a risk-reward situation with which one you want to use. But from within my experience, you almost never don't want to use the Soul Guard, or whatever it's called. The Soul
Gotcha.
Shield. Yeah, because also, if you guard against these attacks that are purple over the enemy's heads, then you can copy their abilities like a blue mage and use it back on them. So you just want to get good with the guarding,
No way, that's
and
awesome.
yeah, and use the Soul Shield every time.
And then it's square. Stone throw. I can throw my own rocks. I didn't know how to do that until I learned it from
Like
you.
like the hero you are, we learn from our enemies.
When your max MP is increased to 2 or more full gauges, you can spend both to do Lightbringer. Enemies become easier to soul burst, which is very helpful when you're surrounded by foes. Okay. Okay. So I have to... Oh, it's just going to give it to me. Okay.
Yeah, and you will do like more damage or something.
I wish I had a dash. Oh yeah, I do. It's X button to dodge.
It's your dodge.
That's right. I have not played, I don't think, any games quite like this. I mean, obviously I've played fighting games, but this style, this like Souls style, is new to me, and it's going to take me a little bit to get used to it. So
That's okay. No problem. You got all the time in the world, man. You're on story mode, so just learn it as you go. I'm not good at it either. I've just done
Great.
it already.
we can stumble through this together then.
I love it. That's what I like to hear.
So, okay, I know that after I get through this, we're gonna have to like actually get online together or whatnot. So on your screen, are you gonna be playing as the main guy, or are you gonna be one of the companions?
We each pick our own character.
Okay,
We don't play as the same one.
okay, gotcha. That is also how I look at strangers.
Every time they come around, you
Crystals can sense each other.
You have one too.
It's when somebody gets in my way at Walmart and doesn't say excuse me or anything like polite.
That's all I know.
That's the same way I stare down at
Me
them.
too.
Maybe I start a conversation about chaos
We're
as
all on
well,
the same hunt.
but
spin on your heels and throw your arms out like,
Ash.
it gets their attention every time.
so I heard
That's what
somebody
you-
else say regarding the names of these main characters that it was intentionally made. The names are short because on the original Final Fantasy game, like on the NES or the Famicom or whatever it first came out on, you had that limit of like 4 characters. Which always bothered me because my name has 5 characters in it. I was 1 short. I could be Jams. I couldn't be James. And
Just James.
so they gave all of these people
What?
names with
Names
with like the
and
number of
that?
characters that would work, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, they did. There are so many references to other Final Fantasies and Final Fantasy 1 just in general. And
When are we
it's
gonna
really
fight
cool.
chaos?
You go to,
Well, this monster hunting is a pain.
like I was talking about,
in the ass.
areas from all the different Final Fantasies. You have their names, which are only 4 letters. And then this whole thing, of course, just kind of redoes the Final Fantasy 1 story.
Either way,
It's a very cool
Time
first
to pay the
spinoff, I
king a
think.
visit. we don't leave without answers.
Final Fantasy is one of those series that is so far, if you'll excuse my French, up its own butt. That like every new game that comes out is a giant party of references to previous games. It's like half of the content of every new game.
The earth decays.
And there's basically unlimited potential for spin-offs as well. Because they've created not even just one of their entire whole like new world. They've created multiple all new worlds with just like recurring characters and enemies and abilities. So like the potential for spin-offs is basically unlimited.
Oh yeah,
Cornelia. You know, that joyous city. Love it.
We'll figure out how it's pronounced when they say it now that we have EO.
You are skilled, to be sure.
You know, I'm kind of interested in, I know this is completely off topic, but mentioning pronunciations being discovered through voice acting. The Legend of Zelda movie that's being worked on. Which is its own conversation that I don't know if we need to get into, like, during a Final Fantasy video game, but, like...
There's not enough time in the entire video.
I'm curious how some of those things are pronounced. Obviously, we know things like Link and Zelda, but I'm curious about some other things.
You know, some of those issues were addressed when we got into like the Breath of the Wild duology, right? Because you have voice acting in those. True, or Hyrule Warriors, even though that in itself is technically a spin-off.
That's true.
Not that any of them are truly connected. Nintendo can say whatever they want, put out whatever convoluted timeline they feel like they need to.
I enjoy the
We all know
timelines.
none of them are really truly connected unless you're talking, you know, my true Legend of Zelda canon, which is between Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. And if you know, you know.
Does that answer your question?
That was officially, like,
Very well.
confirmed by Nintendo.
Minister Lago,
I mean,
fetch the key to the shrine.
Nintendo has this habit with Legend of Zelda of hearing fan theories and saying, yeah, actually, that sounds pretty good, I like that, and then saying, yeah, sure, that's canon. And they didn't
Yeah.
come
And then just be like,
up with it.
it can change
You
later.
know, none of it. Yeah, none of it was
Legends
intentional.
change as they are passed down from so many generations kind of deal.
Oh, bleh.
What a cop-out! I didn't watch any of that opening cutscene. All I know is I need to kill Chaos, which I think puts me right in touch with this character. Dude, the way I walk, I love it. It's so exaggerated. The
He is such a
exaggerated
beast,
swagger.
Exaggerated swagger of a Final Fantasy pro tag.
I love this. Okay, can we yet connect online or not yet? I'm in the throne room now. I just finished it.
You're in the throne room, you leave, and there's another cutscene. Like,
Okay.
this bit goes on for a little bit longer.
First I shall speak to this small child.
From the darkness. I know
There's
you
more
will.
world building to do.
May the crystal's blessing be with you always.
Thank you, Princess Mia. I appreciate it.
You look every bit the warrior. I can imagine it serves you well on the battlefield. Even so, I would
Yes,
kindly ask
my
that
good
you
looks
smile
serve me
from
well
my
in the
daughters.
battlefield. Correct, Queen Jane.
Distracting to all the enemies. They can't help but think how hot Jack is. And it distracts them.
I can see where Princess Mia gets her actual, like, cleverness from.
Oh, this game is a
What's going on?
The music.
another callback. I'm telling you, man.
I love
If
music
you-
callbacks. I'm
if
such
you
a
respond
nerd.
well to nostalgia, if you respond well to nostalgia, Final Fantasy is the series for you.
Oh, you know I do. The fact that I listen to just the soundtracks from video games. Thank you, Final Fantasy music creators, by the way, for the wonderful soundtracks just being available to stream. It's awesome. I wish Nintendo would take a
finally
page
put-
from your book.
And with a few more scars.
They put so many on Spotify.
That's nothing.
Finally.
Jack has the best
It's
medicine.
fantastic.
That's a wonderful.
I love it.
In that case, if it's not too
You
much
have
trouble,
Nobuo Uematsu, I know I'm butchering that name, to thank for a lot of the music, especially the stuff that comes from the the NES, Super Nintendo kind of era of the Final Fantasy games. He did like the entire soundtrack for
I know.
I thought this would be my only
honestly
chance to ask.
for shit.
Two,
I'm gonna
actually.
point out, I'm gonna be a huge nerd here and say Princess Sarah, that's the same voice from many anime characters,
If
including,
you could, I
um,
would be grateful if you looked for him.
Look,
what's her name?
don't
The one
have time
from
for
Persona
a
5.
explanation,
The,
I understand.
the brawler from
you don't
Persona
need to
5.
go out of your way.
Oh, you've really hit me in my blind spot with Persona.
Does he look like?
You haven't played
that
Persona
is-
5?
Wore such splendid armor.
No, weirdly, I did start Final Fantasy XIV, which is hundreds of hours long, but I looked at Persona 5 and I said, this is too much of a time commitment. I don't want to start that one.
Long ago
Oh goodness, that game just goes on and on. And I would say you could just watch the anime in order to get through it sooner, but it doesn't quite satisfy as well as the game. So
Dude, it's a life sim. You can't just watch the cutscenes from a life sim. It's all about your journey and how you do it, right?
yeah, exactly. And you can enjoy the series. So far during this Final Fantasy game, we've talked about Legend of Zelda and Persona 5.
Fantasy night.
We just got to get through the cutscenes, man. This is the bane of every Final Fantasy fan, is just when the cutscenes start dragging a little bit too long and you can't pay attention anymore.
And the sad thing is, I lost the attention as soon as they started, but I think it's just because I'm so excited to go through to like play through this with you. Like this is our first series. Do you realize this is the start of a new era for this channel?
Oh, absolutely.
This is only the
YouTube's about to
beginning.
be revolutionized.
This is only the
Your crystal
beginning.
vibrating too?
Yeah, I'm getting a text message. I think it's a spam call.
Get it.
Crystal's
I need to
vibrating.
focus. Tomorrow's gonna be.
Should have set my crystal to do not disturb.
Let's get some rest.
Talking to the princess.
I'm trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Hey, Jack. Just the guy I wanted to see. I heard you're off to the shrine tomorrow. Why don't you spend the night here?
Why do I glare at everyone like they're my enemy?
Great.
I'm
Come
like,
on
you're
in.
not chaos. I'm not gonna waste my time with you.
That's literally what he says. You said that as a joke, but that's
Really?
very certain he basically says those words. Yeah, he's like, "You're not chaos. I have no time for you." That is his
News
whole
of your departure
attitude.
will soon spread.
The
And
memes,
failure
the
will leave a
memes that
stain
must have been
on the
born
kingdom's
from this.
reputation. Bear this in mind.
Oh,
Travel
Miss-
northwest
Minister
and you will
Cologne.
reach the Chaos Shrine.
Just let me know when you get through the cutscenes,
Go
and
with
we'll
the
see if we
crystal's blessing.
can't
Alright,
get into a lobby together.
talk to me in half an hour. Actually, maybe it's done. Maybe it's done. Hey,
you should
the
be
light of
pretty close, yeah,
Cornelia.
man.
Cornelia? Probably Cornelia?
I think
don't know,
it's-
Cornelia.
I think it's Cornelia.
Oh goodness. I
I
am
could be
going
wrong.
to
I wasn't paying
drive.
attention.
I'm going to drive so many viewers insane with my complete absence of knowledge as far as the amount of equipment that's going to come in. I'm just going to hit the optimize button and trust it for everything. I'm not going to know. I'm not going to be good at any of this for probably half the game, but it'll be great. It'll be fun. I unlocked a side
absolutely
mission
it
battle
will.
simulator. Wonderful. Great swords tutorial, knuckles tutorial, daggers tutorial. Ooh. I'm gonna guess that the guy with the spiky red hair is daggers, and the dark-skinned man with the huge muscles that wasn't carrying a weapon, I'm gonna guess that is an invitation from David. Wonderful. I'm gonna have to blur out that last name. I'm gonna have to blur out all of this. Is probably gonna be Brawler. All right.
I don't know how. Well, I do know how. You got that right on the money.
Well, I saw him
You're
holding a
absolutely-
dagger in one of the scenes, and I was like, okay, so he's probably the dagger guy. Then we got
Yeah,
Brawler.
absolutely. They both start out with those jobs, but as you level up and as you kind of move down the job trees, there is a way to get them to get new jobs. They'll unlock new jobs. Each of them gets like a few jobs that they can do. They can't do every single one of them like you can, obviously, because well, they're not the main character.
Okay, so I joined your room, which means that you are. I just pointed to the camera and pointed to everybody watching like I joined their room. I don't know why I did that.
It's me on the other side of the camera.
Okay, I joined your room, which means that you're, what, selecting the mission and stuff? You're leading, and I just say when I'm ready? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit ready, and then you hit ready, and let's see what happens.
Great.
Oh, here we go.
Awesome. Awesome.
Straight to the Chaos
Shrine.
Shrine.
2. Wait, 2? Did we do Chaos Shrine 1? Was that in the cutscenes that I didn't watch that flashed before as if I was supposed to watch them? Something must have happened.
No, we did not. We did not do Chaos Shrine 1 in the cutscenes.
Or is that a reference to the first game where, you know what, I probably shouldn't say anything that's going to spoil anything. In case they carry
played.
over.
Well, I will say this. If you don't know the story from the first Final Fantasy, the original one on the Famicom, or whatever iteration you choose, then this story is not going to make a whole lot of sense to you.
Okay, so they're not really going to... Okay.
Like, they're kind of expecting you to come in with some knowledge, because otherwise you're not going to get what they do differently.
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
I love his face. Tells everything like, finally, chaos.
The shrine to chaos. The chaos is so thick here, I can smell it.
Wait, why am I this guy?
Right in then.
Why am I this guy?
Because I'm the host.
Oh, are you the main character?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
great.
I'm
As long as one
Jack.
of us is the main character, I'm good. But no, I want to be Ash.
Would an NPC do this? Would an NPC do this?
You know what? I wouldn't put it past them. Especially if we're playing Sims. Okay, is there a way for me to change character?
I don't think that there is. I think you were supposed to pick that at the... I have no idea. I'm going to let you host to the next level. How about that? And then you get to be Jack. Because it does not bother me. I really don't.
Okay. I mean, I have no problem with this guy. I know that sounded terrible when I was like, I'm going to be this guy. But it just kind of took me by surprise. I was like, I was in a different body just 5 minutes ago.
You wanted to be Jack?
So
these are our bonfires, right? These cubes, these are our bonfires.
Awesome.
So,
checkpoints,
when you can save, yeah. But when you touch them, all the enemies in the level respawn. So.
Awesome.
You have to.
What did I just
I mean, there's really no reason not to use that.
Okay. Apparently I accidentally...
I'll take care of that one.
Awesome! I accidentally hit the share button on my controller and missed the first fight.
You missed all the first fight of the game.
What is this? What are these balls? Oh! They are...
Those are tutorial balls.
Tutorial balls, during which they will use their abilities more aggressively. Is there a drawback to it?
Well, it has like a cooldown, but... Oh, there you go.
Ooh,
Nice.
I'm getting it.
Sorry for them.
Barely even.
There's a little bit of a cooldown to it. You can't, like, spam it, but
Company.
Time to go to work.
there's really not a drawback to it. I forgot I can guard.
Beautiful. Alright, so if one of us opens the
Never
chest,
stood a chance.
it opens it for all of us. Okay.
Yeah.
Twilight Tunic, there's a reference to what we were talking about. See? It all ties together. We knew what we were talking about. Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda.
A
We knew
reference
what we
to
were
Twilight
saying.
Princess.
You
So
instantly
you
change
can
from
have
battle
two jobs. Yeah, you can have two jobs equipped kind of at a time, and you can switch between them kind of whenever you want, including in the middle of battle. Practically mid-combo.
Sit there and beat him while you're destroying him. Some enemies cannot be staggered by regular attacks. Soul Shield and action abilities, however, can still stagger them. Okay.
I'm gonna go daggers, just to switch it up here, even though our friend Jed over here is also daggers.
Okay. I will stay Greatsword, I suppose.
Darkness!
What's the difference between right and left?
It's the ally. So you only have one. Hey buddy,
Oh, okay.
I think you can.
Oh, I can just hold down the spin and
Oh,
it
good.
keeps going.
I love that you're gonna ham on it. Are you getting the prompt to just hit circle? Because that's
No.
what he wants me to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take care of that for you.
Alright, so I
You were
suppose
going
since
ham
you're
on that thing, though,
hosting...
man.
Brace ourselves for what's ahead.
Okay.
You were showing that thing what's what, man.
Yeah, dude, I am so hyped to destroy chaos. I'm just taking it out on this gooey wall.
You were doing a great job.
Thanks, man. I've been practicing
Oh,
attacking walls. My poor house, but
Attacking gooey
it's gonna
walls.
be worth it. Upon leveling up, you will be rewarded with job points. Spend it on the job tree. Let's do that. Job trees. This is going to be so different than what I usually I'm just goofing off and not even really having to focus or try hard, but in this one there's so much going on. So much to learn that I might actually have to focus.
Are you gonna have to try?
Minus swordsman affinity. What does the job affinity do?
So job affinity allows your other jobs to gain experience points even when you're not using them. So you can, I mean, a lesser amount for sure, but
Well, that's fantastic.
you can kind of level up multiple jobs at once that way, just at a slower rate, you know.
Well, I definitely want that then, no question. I think I only had 1 point. Is that right? Yeah, job point 0. Okay, great. Well, then I'm putting that affinity on there, and then I'm going to switch over here so I can get points on both of them at the same time. Let's give these daggers a try.
It is a small amount, but it's certainly better than nothing. Oh no, I think we came down a way that we can't get back. That's okay.
Whoa.
Oh, came out of nowhere.
Both of us just wailing on it with our daggers.
I am currently punching. I am taking him down the way God
Oh,
intended.
you look awesome.
With the very weapons he gave me.
You look awesome.
All right.
Alright, it makes more sense for this character to use the greatsword. I have to.
My favorite thing about playing Pugilist is that you can just hold down the special attack button and... Oh, we went back to the beginning. Look at that, I'm already turned around.
Hey. Okay.
You can just hold down the special attack button and he just won't stop punching. Until you run out of energy. Ow, when did you get here?
He just won't stop punching. If you were writing an article on this game, I feel like that would be the headline at the top. Wait,
That
no,
is
I'm
exactly
falling
what I'm
again!
saying.
Oh wait, that's okay. This is where we want to
He
be.
won't stop punching.
He won't stop punching. I will continue to slash even though you are killing him.
That's the title of my new book. He won't stop punching.
Life won't stop punching, so neither will I. Aha! Another
Okay.
bonfire!
This is the one that we just activated, but hey.
Wait, my job
So we gotta
trees
go up.
has an exclamation point. Did I level up again?
You got enough experience points, yeah,
I
to
did.
upgrade something.
I did. Something tells me I'm going to need this all damage minus. So I'll take that. Alright, let's go.
Tutorial orb.
Magic attacks like fire will deal some damage, even if you guard. Continuous hits with certain attacks will inflict status health. Okay. Well, you know what?
Pretty standard stuff.
Gotcha. I mean, I was taking damage from physical attacks while guarding as well, so...
Take him down.
Get him!
Whatever doesn't kill
That
Never stood a
effect
chance.
At least we have
is
time to
so
take a
cool.
breather.
That's so much fun. It's so over the top. I love it. I love over the top flashy. It's just fun.
Presentation, man, it will win me over so easily.
Did you just break that thing across your knee
I sure did.
like a boss? Tutorial, I didn't press that. Press down to use a potion, is that what it said? Oh, I think I should do that. Okay, there it goes. I used it twice. Oops.
I wasn't even looking at my health. Should I be? Absolutely.
Ah! Whoa! That was close. Okay, the NPCs deal just as much damage as a human. they're actually really useful.
We're a few steps behind.
That is such a pet peeve of mine. If in video games you get an NPC partner and they hardly ever attack, and they're just there to add to like the presentation and atmosphere, so you
Yeah, when they're
feel
not
like
helpful
it.
at all.
Yeah, I want them to not just look cool like, oh, my friend is by my side. I want them to actually deal damage and be functionally useful
Focus on how
in
we
the
can
fight.
do better next
Absolutely. What else are they there for, right?
Yeah, but for some reason, a lot of games, I think more in the past than modern games, just did not do that.
There was a way back the other way.
time. Let's have a look.
You want to go back?
Oh,
or-
they actually reference these things. They don't just like... They aren't just there for the sake of being there in the game. Like, the characters acknowledge them. The cubes. That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Swordsman affinity plus 15%. Yeah, I'll take that. I love that. So if the affinity is up, and I play as it, does it gain the plus 15% and what I gain from using it?
Ooh, I got a new job. I think
I
if
just
your
got a
affinity
club.
is up, you gain more experience points. I'm gonna switch out one of them for mage because I think that'll be fun.
How do I... If anybody hears rustling in the background, whether it be toys, a Walmart bag, or a door opening and closing, the cats are all inside and they're going crazy. And I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so how did you get a new job? How will I know? Does that show up on the job tree?
So, I mean, it will. Yeah, you can also go to battle settings and try to pick what job, and it'll show you your list of jobs you have available.
Oh, no way. I always play as the magic characters in these games.
You can be the mage. I may swap out then. If you're gonna be a mage, I'll swap out.
Okay, unless you want to be the mage.
No, go for it.
Choose which character you
The
want
mage-
to customize.
The mage can be fun, for sure. You have to kind of go back and forth between beating enemies with your club and then showering them with magic.
Change job. Oh, there's so much. Okay, well then let's do mage. And then mages are masters of utilizing action abilities to break enemies. Normal attacks with a mace will recover ample MP. And charged attacks can take big chunks out of an enemy's break gauge, allowing mages to break foes all the faster. Cool, like Final Fantasy 13. Stagger gauge goes up when you hit him with magic.
The objectively best Final Fantasy game.
And by objectively,
trying to
we
see
mean
how-
that many people might have objections to that statement.
I was just trying to see how many people I could anger.
A battle set's job grants job affinity bonus to both battle sets. Oh, great! So as long as I have it even as my second job. Awesome! Experience sharing. Thank you, Pokemon. You've influenced other games as well. You know, we're gonna make the other one probably Swordsman. I think Swordsman is working out really well. So we'll make Swordsman one, and Mage the other one. For me. Alright, awesome. And then is there a Optimize? There is. Optimize equipment. Boom. I think that's it. Go back. Great. Alright, sorry.
You'll have
that
to
took me a
excuse
little
me.
while. No, you're good.
We're not headed back. I had to punch something. You know?
I understand. I
Should
understand.
be fine here.
The urge to punch chaos. Oh dear. Should we not fight this
Time to
thing?
go to work.
No, we
Okay.
need to fight it.
Okay, I was gonna say cactuars are usually pretty tough in the other games. Oh, not this one.
No, you need to fight it because it gives you a bunch of experience points. It's just hard to hit.
Oh, that's how I use.
You just get
Magic.
a ton of job points for beating it.
No, what? Can I just say, I'm that guy. I love the trophies. I don't know why, but I really do. And Nintendo, I've played so much of the Nintendo Switch. It's actually been a long time since I've been on the PlayStation. I'm playing on the PlayStation 4, and I really missed the trophy system. I wish that Nintendo would bring it to
I have to get through those flames.
to their system as well.
Some other games have in-game achievements. You know,
I
it's
know
just not the same.
it's not quite the same. Okay, so if we didn't have a mage right here, we'd just be in trouble.
Well, they give you a a mage's staff in that chest right there.
Okay, so you're guaranteed to unlock the mage at this point. I'm gonna
Yes.
assume this is gonna tell me about elemental weaknesses for mages hitting enemies, and that this bomb is I was about to say allergic to water, which I guess is accurate.
I mean, that's not wrong.
Some enemies are weak to certain attributes take greatly. Okay, great. Wonderful. Great, let's do it. Let's cast ourselves a spell. We're gonna use water. So the longer that I let it charge... So I can choose any of those 4 elements, but the longer I let it charge, the stronger ability that I use.
Yes.
But it uses up magic, and I have to go and physically attack them to rebuild it.
Yeah,
rebuild
so
the
you,
magic.
like I said, you're swapping back and forth between physical attacks and magical attacks.
Awesome. You know, I'm just happy that I have a physical attack, that it's not strictly stuck to magic, which I was a little worried about when I chose the
wouldn't be a
mage.
very good,
It's been
wouldn't be a very good action game if you didn't have a physical attack. You gotta do something rapid fire.
Come on, follow me.
Hey, you. Wolf. Come here.
Dude, being on easy mode with 2 characters ganging up on 1 monster is just unfair.
Enemy break gauges refill slowly. Use Lightbringer often to lower enemy... I forgot about Lightbringer.
I know, and you will forget about it again.
There's just a lot to remember in this game. And I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface.
We have not. There is more to come.
The way he just said show off is exactly how I feel. Like the game developers are just, I'm slipped!
No!
I hope you got whatever was in that chest.
I did, I got it.
Alright, awesome.
I will come back for you.
Ooh, yeah. That's how we do it.
just like we
That's right, man. Get in there. Don't wait for me.
Oh.
I
Alright.
gotta figure out how to get down there. I think I have to go all the way back the way I came.
I
Nope.
am definitely still figuring out how to do this.
Oh, that's not good. I forgot fall damage was a thing I have to worry about.
Oh, I can charge up my regular attack? Oh, that was cool. That was so cool.
getting slow.
Just straight up headbutts these guys.
If I drop the ball.
Which is the hardest thing.
Check out how
you
much
can
damage I do. Boom! All criticals. Straight into the, what is it, soul burst or something like that.
That looks worth picking up.
Gonna use it?
Haven't seen something that's good in a while. Where you get a piece of loot every 2 feet that you walk.
On my side, it said, that looks worth picking up. And the other guy said, gonna use it? Like, yeah, you're picking it up, but are you actually gonna use it? He knows. He knows what game
Oh,
he's
so
in.
they have different lines. See, for me, he said, haven't seen something that good in a while. I was like, yeah, you have. We have that same piece of gear 5 times.
We're gonna sell most of them. Oh yeah, what happens? Do you sell them? Like, do you get materials or do you get money?
You don't really sell them. You have to break them
Wonder
down.
what's in there.
Okay, so you get like materials or something like that.
I think so. I think
A
so.
halberd. Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you unlock the job by
Yeah.
leveling up, or do you unlock the job by just collecting the weapon?
It depends on what job. Some of the jobs
okay.
you unlock by collecting the weapon, and others you have to progress along your skill tree. Like, there's a knight job, I think is what it's called, and you have to progress along, like, the swordsman job. And if you look in your job tree, at the bottom of it, you'll see you have to progress far enough down, sometimes multiple jobs, to fully unlock another one. But the samurai job, you just need to find the katana.
Gotcha. That's really cool. I like that.
I just want to get to the samurai job because I am a weeaboo at heart, I guess.
Well, I can't do this. I'm hitting that. There it goes.
Somebody finish this guy off.
I was pressing it. He didn't feel like it.
Enemy spotted.
Ah, little bats. It's a leech bat.
Hey, bats.
first time using that one. That seems
I
like
got a tooltip telling me to use the bad guard button. Who do you think I am? I'm on easy mode. Get out. I don't need to guard. Guarding is for people who don't have 8 health potions.
So they don't give you as many health potions if you're not on easy mode.
Actually, I don't think they do. I think you get like 4 or 5
Ah,
on normal mode.
awesome. Instant
Pretty big
abilities,
tower. I feel like
command-
Chaos might be overcompensating for something.
Command abilities. Okay. Ow! That hurt a lot.
I got it. Kill the fiends and these growths get weaker.
Oh, you figured that out on your own? You are so smart. I have so much magic. I really ought to use more spells.
Have you just been whacking him with your club because it
Well,
works?
I've been doing some spells, but I think I might have assumed that I would have less magic than I do. Just because the spells do so much damage, I thought that I would have to be a little more stingent with how often I use them. But looks like I can just really do a lot of damage with the mage
Walk right through.
from a distance. I can let you take all the hits, and I will do. It's just like our Final Fantasy XIV days.
Well, I played the tank, to be fair. That was kind of my job.
Yep.
Better not forget where it is.
Okay.
I played a
so,
tank before I even knew what tanks were. Oh man, we are getting into
Chain
some pretty
cancel.
advanced stuff, like if you want to quit your
This-
combo and start a new one.
This is why I chose story mode. It's because I don't think I'm up for that much in-depth combat. I am not used to these types of games. I've been playing Princess
I don't-
Peach Showtime with Kaylin and Kirby with Paprika, and now I'm
You
trying
know, I don't
this.
think it's really, it's not really required, you know? It's not
I've
really
got 4
required.
points to spend? That rocks. Okay, so Mage Affinity. I definitely want Mage Affinity. Vulnerability. Oh, I love that. Okay.
Let's go Monk. Let's get to...
So you can go down multiple and then hit it, and it just automatically unlocks everything leading up to it.
Yes, you can.
Brute Strike.
Yes.
Oh, it's an actual ability. Whoa. Okay. I think I will get into that next time. So we've been recording for close to an hour, and I am not sure how well this setup is gonna go. Oh, you're a Lancer. You look so cool.
Lucky.
Thank you, my friend.
Jed said, "Looky here." I think he was talking about the door to whatever the big area is ahead of us, but I like to think he's
We got a
actually
boss
talking
coming
about
before
Jack.
too long, yeah.
Okay, why don't we save that for the
You
next
wanna-
episode?
You want to see if we can just get to the boss room, maybe?
Okay.
Or
yeah.
you want to cut it here?
If the boss room is close, then yeah.
I do not remember.
Weapons and armor may have job affinities. Okay. One accessory can be equipped to each battle set. Accessories, okay. Accessories is pretty normal. I at least understand that part of what you said. Some single
You can cut
pieces
it
of
here if you
equipment
want.
take up multiple slots. Whew, that's a lot to take in. Oh,
I'll be
there's a
honest,
chest.
it's not important. It's not important.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing this just for the simple fun of it and not try to like
Nope.
master the game.
No min-maxing.
You'll be able to block these attacks. You will be able to block these attacks in casual mode.
No.
Oh, my controller died. Oh no.
Like,
I think that might have just answered our question for us. My controller just died. Alright, I'm back. Battery low. Ah, I'm getting out of the room. I'm gonna hit him from back here.
I keep getting hit by unblockable attacks.
I missed! I missed my fireball! Why did I jump in here knowing my controller is literally at 0 battery? Yep, I can't hit the attack button anymore. I gotta get out of here. Stop, controller, no! No, controller, no! The final boss!
Focus on
Limited battery.
better next time.
The final boss is the controller. Yeah, man, I think that's your
Every
sign.
gamer feels that. Every gamer feels that the final boss is just the controller. Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna have to cut it here. Save.
Well, dude, I had so much fun. I cannot wait to continue this series with you. This is going to be just a great time in so many ways, I think.
Yes. No, I'm so excited. I'm so ready for whatever comes next. This game is so ridiculous, and I love it. It's so cool. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you come back for the next episode, and I hope you had a good time. I hope it gave you some laughs, and we'll see you guys next time. So long, everybody. Thanks for playing, David.
Oh, absolutely. I'll come on again if you really sweeten the deal.